Yay Networks.
You're listening to the Chatty Daddies podcast.
Welcome to the Chatty Daddies. Three dads sitting around pretending like we know what to do.
We're trying to figure out what to do.
Trying to figure it out.
Let's be real.
Do you feel like you are the one that knows? Like you're like, okay, I think I'm pretty good and I know what I'm doing, or do you feel like you're inadequate based on the other two people
Between
in the room?
me and my partner?
No, these three. The three of us. Yeah.
I think we all have a pretty good grasp on
And our
what
kids
we're
are
doing.
and our kids are all different. So you know, different personalities when it comes to kids mean different types of parenting styles.
Right.
I think we're also all partnered well.
That's
I
true.
think we all have competent, good wives.
Doesn't life get a lot easier?
It does.
I'm sorry if you're in a bad relationship.
Yeah, like
but
the other day on my TikTok, I saw this guy and I went several videos deep on his account. It was just crazy interactions with his baby mama. She was like breaking his windows and all of this in front of their kids. And it's like, man, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that.
Me too.
Yeah.
We're sorry about you.
We're very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lucky we have supporting wives, and we have, between the three of us, 5 pretty cool kids.
And that's what we'll leave it at.
You know how, real quick before we launch in, you know how I've been talking about, I've been going through it's been tough with my kids getting a little bit older, and at times when I got to get down on them, I get sad, or I feel like, am I doing the right thing? But I had one of those moments with my kids recently where I'm like, okay, I think it's going well. Mm-hmm. Because I had a parent congratulate me that my son and daughter were holding each other's hands crossing the street.
That's nice.
And I said, I just, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, brothers and sisters do that, right? And then I think back and I'm like, no, actually, my sister and I didn't really have that relationship. And I'm looking at all the other kids that go to their school and I'm like, that kid punches his sister. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have created this really, well, not me, I'm saying my kids have created this really awesome bond together, you know, that where they're like truly best friends. When they have friends over for sleepovers or to play, they involve them. Mm-hmm. They don't just push them aside, like, go do your own thing. And I realized when my kids have now started making movies, how cool the relationship is.
That's cool.
Oh, that's great.
They've made 2 movies so far, guys. And they take like 3 hours to make them. They make their own scripts. Kaysen edited them. He added voiceover and sound effects to them. They created a scary movie. But it just made me so happy that these 2 kids are doing these things together.
That is cool.
Can we get them to write a script for maybe 3 guys, and we can do it for the
We'll
Chatty
act it
Daddies,
for 'em.
or the Kid Craddock Morning Show can do it, and then they can have male and
Chatty
female
Daddies.
roles. Chatty
Chatty
Daddies,
Daddies.
I love Chatty Daddies.
You want
too.
Strictly?
I want to do it.
Yeah, we could share it on the
exclusive.
we could share it on the radio show. I'll ask Kaysen and Chloe. Yeah, can
be
you guys
great.
write us a
If
script?
it's good enough, then we can bump it up. The sequel can involve more
True.
characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
But what's really impressive is that both of the movies that they filmed are better than the one that you starred in.
Oh,
That's what I heard. That's what I
I mean,
heard.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, it probably is. And the acting is also better than my acting was.
Hey, I never starred in a movie.
Me
I've never
neither.
been in a
Yeah,
movie.
totally.
You got that on me.
Pretty awesome.
Hey, this weekend I was called a name that I've never been called before.
Oh, what?
I was at lunch after church with my nephews and my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and we were at Potbelly, and it was really loud. Like our kids were the loud table. So
At the sandwich shop?
Yeah, the adults were sitting at one table, the 4 kids were sitting at the other table. It was loud. Each parent went over there several times. Hey, keep it down, guys. Hey, keep it down, guys. I went over there and I grabbed my nephew's shoulder, Ben. I grabbed my daughter's shoulder, Ellie, and I said, hey, guys, y'all need to chill out. Y'all just need to stop being loud. My nephew, Ben, who's 7, he goes, okay, Uncle Karen.
You got called a Karen by your kid?
It was my nephew. Got called, and he said it again, like under his breath later. I was like,
Uncle
and
Karen.
I was not being like rude. I was not being like, hey kids. I was just like, hey guys, you need to quiet down. I laughed like in his face. I thought it was hilarious.
How old is young Benjamin?
He's about 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's a good joke.
I love it.
It's a good joke for a 7-year-old.
It's pretty good.
I was fine with it.
I like Uncle Karen.
Was there malice with it? Was he like, I'm sick of you telling me? Or was he like trying to make
I think
a little joke?
he was like smiling
Okay,
as he
good,
said
good.
it. I
Love
mean,
him.
I think he was annoyed that this was the 5th time they were
Sure.
told to be quiet.
But he's still making a joke
Yeah,
about it?
yeah, he was still making a joke.
Good job, Ben.
It's funny how kids now picked up on the Karen thing, like as young as 5.
Oh, yeah.
You'll hear them like, that lady looks like a Karen. It's like, how do you guys know about complaining as an adult? But well done. Yeah, she is.
You know, I've still never seen a good Karen interaction in the wild.
Did you see the latest one?
What was?
Ketchup Karen.
No.
No.
This lady was upset that McDonald's put too much ketchup on her burger.
Oh.
And I get it. Maybe you don't want that much ketchup, but she threw a full grown woman tantrum to the people at the register who were trying to be civil about it and like possibly say, okay, we'll get you a new one.
Totally.
But she doubled down and she opened up this burger and then just spat it, just blap.
She got it. Squashed it on the counter.
Squashed it on the counter. It's like, what are you doing? How old are you, lady?
Doesn't seem productive.
Ketchup Karen, full effect.
I'm definitely not on her side.
No, you can't
Just
be on her side.
in general. I can be for a long time, but once you start getting a little ridiculous, I'm out.
Is it bad that I want to see one in person?
Oh, no, not at
Is it?
all.
Okay.
Listen, I have another thing that I probably shouldn't admit, but there's been like this prostitution ring thing that I've been following in the
Sure.
news, and every day they're
Making
like,
sure your name doesn't come
no,
up.
not my own name, but I'm like hoping that I can find a list of names and that I know somebody on the list. Is that weird?
No, it's not weird because I did the same thing, Trey.
Okay.
And this latest one, I think the one you're talking about
Yeah.
was in my neighborhood. It was in my area. And,
Yeah.
And
it's close to home, so the chances are that
Exactly.
circle is getting smaller and smaller.
and there was one person that I have come across in the past
Yeah.
on there. And then there was another person that I'm not directly connected to them, but I know a person who knows them.
Oh,
friend
you're
of a
so
friend
lucky.
of a friend.
Friend of a friend type thing. But yeah, it's one of those where, whoa,
Interesting.
wow.
I had no
'Cause
idea.
I know the wife. I know they got, like,
And I know it's terrible. I know it's.
Do you
like
want to see the
ruined
prostitute?
families. No.
To see, like,
No.
hey, was
Well,
it?
no, it was a sting.
Sure, but you'd like to know
But-
the picture that they think they're going
But
for, right?
I drove past their house this weekend. I had
Was there a
to.
for sale sign in front?
No,
yet?
there wasn't. But I was wondering, like, am I going to see any? No, there's nothing. It was just the house was just there.
All right, hey, let's get to some emails.
Okay.
Allison emailed us. If you would also like to email us, the way to email us is in the description of this podcast. She wrote, "Hey y'all, future chatty mommy here and big Kid Craddock morning show fan. I found out my husband and I are expecting our first baby in May, and I
Yay.
started listening to the podcast once I found out."
Hopefully, we're not making you a bad mom.
No.
Well, Allison said, "You guys make me laugh with your parenting stories and have initiated some great conversations with my hubby and me about how we want to parent. Since I'm getting closer to Labor Day, I wanted to know about your own kid's delivery. What was your favorite part of the day? What were you glad you did? What do you wish you did do during the delivery? Keep on with the expert parenting advice." Allison.
I've had two Labor Day experiences.
That I know of.
Well, that I was there.
I don't know why I just said that.
I
Yeah.
was there for both times. I wish I wouldn't have tried to be funny guy.
Yeah.
I was cracking jokes.
Oh, I'm sure Kinsey loved that.
yeah.
She's in the worst pain of her life.
sometimes
She's telling knock jokes
yeah,
to the nurses.
I was telling jokes, and at one point, both times actually, my wife said, "Stop telling jokes." They asked if we wanted music to be played, and I put on, when Chloe was being born, I put on "Baby" by Justin Bieber. So I wish I would have chosen different kinds of. Basically, don't be a funny guy. Okay,
Yeah.
It's very stressful for the woman giving birth. We don't need comedy sessions going on during the labor, which I now know.
You know, the thing that surprised me that I was not told about ahead of time in any of the birthing classes we did, any of the doctor's appointments we did, it was time to push.
Yeah.
And we told them, I'm not going to look. I don't want to look.
Huh? Yeah.
And they asked that ahead of time, so that was good. They were aware Dad does not want to look. And I didn't. But I'm standing there right next to my wife. I mean, shoulder to shoulder with my wife. She's laying down in bed.
You have that little cover in front of you?
No cover.
No,
No
oh,
cover.
wow.
And the nurse said, hold her leg.
What? Whose leg?
Sure.
My wife's leg.
Oh.
So rather than her legs being up in stirrups or something, I didn't know how they were going to do it. I held her leg.
Right.
So like my elbow and her like knee pit were together, and I was just holding, like I was pinning her, like WWE
Right,
pinning
right.
her down. And it was, I still didn't look.
Did you
but
count to 3? 1, 2, 3.
I was not expecting them to say, hold her leg. And I was
Right.
like, all right, because at that point, she's numb from the waist down,
And she can't.
and I didn't even think about
yeah.
that.
Interesting.
So let your hubby know that, Allison.
Yeah.
And how about I wasn't planning on looking. I was thinking that's going to ruin me forever.
Right.
And then in the moment, we're in the like final stages of like the head actually getting out, and I was like, this may be my only opportunity to see my kid. This will be my first kid. This will be maybe my only kid.
First eyes.
Just you gotta look. Who?
Right.
It can't ruin you that much. The miracle of birth. So I looked, and I would say, go ahead and look.
Yeah.
Don't
You think so? It's not that bad?
You have to look at it as birth. You
Right.
can't look at it as your sex fun toy.
Yeah.
You have to.
Now we're assuming here that you are going that route. My wife was a C-section both times, right? So there's also that. So we had a sheet in between us, and the doctors asked, "Do you want to watch?" And I said, "Yes, I'm super interested in the medicine thing."
See, don't they like move the organs around and stuff?
Yes. Yeah. There's movement.
I'm out.
It was
No,
interesting. It was
I'm not looking at that.
There was very interesting stuff going on. But what I do like that we did is that I filmed it, and I didn't get any of the gore, right? So I was Steven Spielberg directing this thing, and I would cut it off at the right time. But every now and then, or mostly on their birthdays, we can look back and watch both kids basically be born. I have as they're being brought up, it's like the first sight I got, and Kinsey didn't get to see that because she was on drugs and covered up, and with Chloe there was like a medical emergency that was kind of scary, but we get to relive this moment, and we have it on tape forever.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Now, I'm not going to say I didn't see nothing. I mean, I'm seeing stuff out of like the periphery and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, I did not consciously look.
Did you cut the cord?
I did for my second child. The first one, they like didn't even give me that option, which I was a little bummed about.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
cut Kaysen's, but not Chloe's.
I don't even remember asking, but I just remember they just did it. And then the second one, the doctor's like, "Hey, do you want to cut the cord?" Sure.
Right.
Kinsey, and also, ladies, don't put us in this predicament. Don't ask your husband, is he or she beautiful? Because Kinsey asked me when Kaysen was born, and they brought him up, and my guy was mangled. He was.
Babies are a
he
little
got
smushed
blood, and he's smushed, and he's swollen, and I was like, my first thought was, yikes. And she looked at me, and she goes, "How beautiful is he?" And I said, "He's a baby."
That's some alien
He's
just
got
came out of
baby.
you.
You need to have some scripted lines
Yeah,
in your phone that you read before it actually happens.
Let the swelling go down and stuff. They eventually do end up looking like babies, but right at birth, they're not gonna look like the cute little cuddly baby that you're expecting. Okay, so don't be alarmed by that, because I was.
I will say, for my favorite part of the whole thing, I had heard that the baby's supposed to cry. As soon as the baby's out, it's supposed to cry. And if it doesn't, that probably means there's something wrong. And so once they bring the baby out, I can see the baby in the doctor's hands, and I haven't heard a cry yet. And it feels like it's been 30 minutes.
Right.
And I'm holding my breath. And then when the baby finally, when Quaid cried, like I could just, like it felt like I could breathe real air again. Like I was like, okay.
It's okay.
Okay, okay.
This is it.
We did it. We did it. He's alive. It's okay.
I think I held my breath as well when
Yeah.
the baby was born. When my kids were born, I think my just subconsciously was holding my breath, waiting for their first breath, which is weird, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, and I remember for both of our kids, I don't know if it's the same for everyone, they almost immediately, they took the kid over to a little table, they weigh it, they get its temperature, they're like
Slapping it a little
they're
bit.
shoving stuff in every little orifice, sucking all the goo out of everywhere, and so that was a little surprising, and they move very fast, so I just tried to stay out of the way and let them do their thing.
Of course.
Did you think also? Because I thought this when they're doing that, Nick, and they're moving them, flipping them over,
Yeah.
and they're like bop bop and this and that and sticking things here. I'm thinking to myself, yo, you guys are gonna break the baby,
I know.
right? They're not gonna break the baby.
Yeah, babies are surprisingly they hold up well.
Yeah, they're super. They know what they're doing. Don't question anything that they're doing to the baby, because they know what they're doing, and they do it like 3-4 times a day, maybe more.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Ooh, life.
Life, right?
What could get me harder than life?
Everything is hard. Especially everybody thinks the new year is like new year, new me.
Oh.
No,
And
new
it just
year.
happens. It just happens because I said it.
Yeah, no, new year. Oh my God.
Yeah, New
I'm
Year.
stressed.
I'm still stuck in the same old me that I'm worried about.
New year, I got to deal with last year's holiday bills.
But when
Yeah.
you really are at your best, you can do great things. And sometimes that life will get you bogged down, and you may feel overwhelmed or like you're not showing up in that way you really want to. You know what? Working with a BetterHelp therapist can get you closer to the best version of you because you will feel empowered. You will feel more prepared to take on anything and everything that life throws at you.
Look, you might feel like, oh man, you guys are talking about therapy. I'm just dealing with some stress from the world. I don't really need that. No, here's the thing. Therapy is not just for people that had traumatic effects or traumatic events happening in their life. Therapy is for people who just need somebody to talk to, somebody that can get them and empower them and teach them how to get out of that rut. And this is exactly what BetterHelp can help you out with.
Yeah, if you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely online. It's quick and easy. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
My wife actually switched therapists recently with BetterHelp, and she felt bad. And I said, no, don't feel bad because they're on your team. They're all good with it. They want you to find that person that's right for you.
And you know what? Therapists seem to be a little more rational
they know.
than a lot of us. So they're like, yeah, we get it. Go to somebody
It's
else
all good.
that flows with you. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/daddies today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/daddies.
Now, one of my favorite things that we've done post-birth, we may have done this before, but we're iPhone users in my family.
Yeah.
We started an Apple photo shared album, and you create an album, and then that way, and you can send an invite out to everyone in your family, grandparents, aunts and uncles, whoever wants to be in it.
Oh,
so
smart.
we have one for each of our kids. And so now I can just pull up my son's photo share, and I have 3,000 pictures and videos of him growing up. Like, they're always there.
That is
And
really smart.
Love that.
It's very nice.
So
I
I
wish
would
I would've done
suggest
that.
doing that for all of your kids.
I also made like a playlist. It wasn't so much a playlist, but I wrote down Kara's favorite movies and which streaming services we had, and like found her favorite movies on each different streaming service, so that it's a long day. Like, you're just sitting there waiting for contractions to start once. I guess we had labor induced. So if you get induced, you're going to want something to do. So I just made, if you have a list of your favorite TV shows, your favorite things, and where you're like, okay, cool, I'll log into that, be ready to go, and have it set up so that you're not just like, what are we watching for the next 3 hours?
Yeah.
So
4 hours?
Quaid's was a long,
Oh,
drawn-out thing.
6
process.
a.m. she got the induction process started, and then he was born at 6:40 p.m.
Okay.
Which was right in the middle of what we think, we thought it was the triple toss-up in the middle of Wheel of Fortune, which is a very big deal in our house. So it was
Yeah.
kind of nice, symbiotic Wheel of Fortune lovers having a kid.
And one more thing that you're probably not going to be expecting, but those nurses that help you when your son or daughter is born are going to be your best friend. My wife to this day speaks about how awesome these nurses are and how well they take care of you. These people are going to be so integral in your first few days as a mom that you don't even know this, but they're a blessing, and they're just going to do it, and you don't even notice how awesome these people are until you're back home. So show a little love for the nurses too, Dad, before you leave, because Mommy's going to be the one that's dealing with a lot of stuff. But thank you to the nurses because man, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure what to expect when it came to like how much FaceTime we're getting with the doctor, the actual delivery doctor. I'd say
Not much.
no. I mean, it's the nurses,
It's the nurses.
entire time, and they just get the doctor when the head's about to poke out, and
Yeah.
then the doctor delivers it.
They're
I
busy.
mean, the doctor was in there maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then that was it each time, just in and out.
And honestly, they answer. There's no dumb questions. If you or your husband have a feeling like, oh, this is such a stupid question, just ask whatever. These nurses are more than willing to answer these questions. So go in there and ask away and cry and do what you got to do, and just know you're going to be taken care of. You're going to be fine.
So we have a very exciting development in the Adams household. My son is wearing glasses.
He got him.
Yes,
Very
wearing
nice.
glasses, and so he took him to school. Did I already say the story?
You said that he
got glasses.
and he
Okay.
took him to school, and we were like, well, we should buy 2 pairs because
Yes. So we're looking for his glasses the other day. Mm-hmm. They're not in his case. This is after
Davis.
day
3.
2.
Yeah.
And we say, hey, bud, where's your glasses? And he's like, I think they were in Miss So-and-so's class. Okay. He goes and looks for them. Didn't find them the next day. We're like, hey, bud, where are those glasses? Hey, he ended up finding them at school. But still, it was just like, After 2 days,
Yeah.
we almost lost him.
That's how I feel about giving my kids their first watch, because now I can call them and stuff and keep track of them. But I'm just waiting
Right.
for the day when they come home and it's not on their wrist or that they broke it or something. Because
The break. Yeah.
it's scary giving kids things that cost more than $100.
Totally.
It is scary.
That they have to keep up with.
Yeah.
They can't break it. They can't leave it behind.
I'm a big fan of giving my kids things that are less than $20.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's what I want to give them.
It's okay if it breaks.
I had one of these moments where I had to veto and felt like my wife she gave me the side eye. Let's see how you guys feel about this. Because I
Veto
feel
in front of kids?
yeah.
Oh, no.
I know. And here's a tip, guys and ladies, chatty mommies and chatty daddies. When we veto something, do it in the kitchen, not in front of the child.
Or it better be like, hey, I just gave Kaysen a cigarette.
Right.
Wait, no.
Right. Yeah. That's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. You could veto in front. But my wife and I have had this conversation. Like, look, if you disagree with something I'm saying or trying to do, pull me aside and let's talk about it. But in this one, we were on the couch watching football. My son is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. He likes Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because kids like front runners. And if you go back to when you were a kid, you like the best teams, right?
Course,
he loves the Chiefs.
I had Duke hats.
And so we were watching the Kansas City Chiefs playing their playoff game against the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was getting close to bedtime. And my son my wife said, hey, about time to start getting ready for bed. And my daughter goes, okay, goes upstairs and starts brushing her teeth. And my son looks at me and he goes, Dad, can I stay up with you and watch this game?
How much time is left in the game?
This was about a quarter and a half. So we're in the third quarter.
Which in football, that can be 30 minutes
To an hour.
to an hour. Yeah.
And Kaysen is 11.
And he's 11 years old. We typically like the kids to go to bed at 8. So it's about his bedtime. 8:30 is their bedtime.
And he is deep. He's deep into football. He plays football. He loves it.
He loves it. And so his mom goes, no, honey, you had a long weekend. You had a birthday party. You should probably go to sleep. And dumb JC goes, nah, bro, it's okay. You can stay up. As I'm looking at him and I glance back at my wife who's standing right there in the hallway, and she just gives me the look. And she walks in the room and my son goes, probably gonna have to pay for that later, huh? And I go, yeah, but I think it's worth it.
Well, that's good bonding for you and Kaysen.
Yeah.
And he did stay up and watch the rest of the game with me, which I realized when they were potentially maybe going to lose, I was like, oh no, this dude is not going to want, because he was clearly not happy when they were not doing well. Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself, he's not going to go to sleep till 10 o'clock if they lose this game.
Or overtime?
Or
What?
overtime. Yeah, there was an overtime about to happen, and they won their game, and he was super thrilled. He looked at me and gave me a big hug, and he goes, thank you so much for letting me stay up and watch this game. I'm really happy. I can go to sleep with a big smile on my face. And I felt like I made a big moment with my son, memory. But then I had to walk into my bedroom. Mm-hmm. And I walked in, and Kinsey was on the bed already, about to go to sleep. And I go, hey, I know. And I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I vetoed in front of the kid. And she looked at me and she goes, no, I came in here and I calmed down and I thought about it. And that was a really cool moment that you and him got to have.
That's great.
But don't do that again.
But you know what made it even better? You know what made it probably something that he'll remember forever? Is that Mom said no, but Dad let me watch football.
Right.
Like he's not going to be mad at Mom, and Kinsey will forget about it. But what Kaysen will remember is that Mom was trying to get me to go to bed because it's not important to Mom.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, hey, your sleep's important. But to Dad, it was a bonding moment, and he'll always remember that's a special moment.
And I told her that. I was like, football is my love. I love football so much, and I want my son to like. And that was one of the first times he's like asked to stay up. But in actually watching the game, I wasn't just trying to like stay up, just stay up. He was literally watching the game, and she goes, "No, I understand." So Vito in the kitchen still, guys and ladies. That was my bad.
All right. I need to run something by you guys.
Okay.
As guys, I'm just guessing you guys are both like this. In general, you kind of can't walk by your wife without
The butt slap.
giving a nice little smack on the butt sometimes.
Good.
So
I'm
last
glad
night-
we're all there. Okay, good.
It just is what it is. So it's almost like you don't even realize you do it. And so last night I'm walking through and she's over like kind of by our pantry, and we have like a open living room, kitchen situation. And so it's just like a big room, but like they're way on the other side. Blair's on the complete opposite side. And I walk by and give a little smack. And she's like, hey, don't do that in front of the kids. I was like, they're way over there.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, but they're like, it's like they're like looking down at the Legos on the floor. So we just had a little back and forth for like 10 seconds. I was like, it's fine. It's fine.
I kind of
no, don't do it around the kids.
My thinking is I want my kids to see their parents be playful and in love and act like horny teenagers at times.
Sure.
You know, I want them to see that this is marriage. You know, sometimes you're going to walk by your lady and give her a little love tap on the booty. But we also got to explain that you don't do that to everyone.
Exactly.
Because that could go, you know what I mean? Because you don't want Davis walking by the girl that's in class that he has a crush on going, hey, girl.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But like, you want your kids to know that, like, it's cool to be affectionate and loving with your partner and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I tell, new parents, because they'll come up, when you're a veteran parent, new parents want that. We had one today that wanted some advice with labor.
Yeah.
And I always tell them, I'm like, you got to hug each other and kiss each other and show as much affection towards each other as parents as you possibly can in front of those kids. Because you want them to you want them to see a healthy, loving adult relationship that's what it is. You don't want them to think that it's a cold, my parents don't like each other type scenario, right?
You keep it PG-13.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We do have kind of like the same open floor plan, kind of like you have, but there's like one little piece of a wall that'll block the living room just to hold the ceiling up. And so if Kara's cooking or something, I'll go and like try to sneak a kiss, and Quaid will come zooming around the corner on his bike, and I've got two handfuls of
cheeks
of cheek, and I'm like, oh. That's fine, right?
Yeah,
so I know
fine,
exactly what you're talking about.
Fine.
Have you ever had it where you walk by because sometimes I want to see. You ever walk by your wife and you don't do the smack or like a touch or anything? You just walk by, and do they ever go, is everything okay?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah. I was like, oh, no, I was just literally walking by. I'm sorry.
When was the last time you tapped her on the wrong shoulder?
Wait, what?
We walk by and tap on the wrong shoulder as you're walking by.
She looks and you're not there.
I get a big eye roll on that one.
2 days? 2 days ago?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
Well, I think that does it for this episode of Chatty Daddies. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to write into our show, all the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast. Be sure to subscribe to us on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on right now. I'll try and do it all in one breath.
Yeah.
And give us 5-star rating and a good review. Until next time, I'm Nick Adams.
I'm Trey Peart.
I'm JC Chavez.
And remember,
Stand up straight.
The Chatty Daddies Podcast.